Okay,
Yes.
I would like to present about a job role which is called as application engineering or application engineer in jobs. Okay, if you see, uh, Anubja, I assume you are recording.
Yes, yes, I am recording.
So if you see application engineer, you'll get a lot of jobs in semiconductor related companies. Okay, it can be either called as a field application engineer or as a senior application engineer. Okay, you you search any semiconductor company, you will have a job role called as application engineer. So you saw Synopsys is an semiconductor company. So to be more specific, if you type Texas Instruments, for example, and search it, there are no results as of now. Okay, then you start, let's say, AMD. Do we have? Yes, not much. Okay, let's see Microchip. Yes, so there are multiple application engineer roles. You're seeing this. So what is an application engineer role involves? So if you see that it is basically an interface between design team and the customer team and the customer. Okay, they are not exactly design engineers and they are not fully customer oriented or marketing. They interface somewhere between the design and customer team. Okay, so let's see somewhere about application engineer in Intel. Okay, so yield product engineer, IP support and application engineer. We have high speeds electrical validation expert. FAE is there. FAE is a field application engineering. AI software engineer. So limited jobs nowadays in application engineering. Let's take IP support and application engineer. So what IP support involves is Intel's IP engineering group is dedicated to building high quality IP that power Intel's leadership products. We are looking for passionate engineers who enjoy working closely with our customers. Very, very important. So, and you will work between customers and the technical team to enable their success with our IP. And you will not be involved in developing any IP. Already an IP is developed. You will utilize that IP to showcase it to our customers. As an IPG product enablement and application engineer, you'll be the primary interface to support all of the customers' technical needs. You'll have the opportunity to showcase your extensive knowledge of multiple domains, SOC integration, structural design, logic design, validation across a broad portfolio of IP, including scalable coherent fabrics, power management solutions, debug solutions. You see that there is no vertical focus over here. There is horizontal focus, meaning not just PD, not just validation, not just DFT. You should also know about integration. You should also know about design. Knowing is enough and you need not become an expert. You just need to convey as a messenger, I would say, literally. And if you're very good customer or rather communication skills, you are the most preferred candidate for this. But again, they have asked for 12 plus years of relevant experience in this case. Okay. But usually application engineering roles are also involve writing a technical document. For example, over here is saying provide world-class technical assistance to enable customer success with our IP sales through Okay. And what they are saying? So production release qualification. In Intel, it's a term called as PRQ is the final product. Production release qualification. Be the voice of the customer's needs and work with the IP team to deliver solutions that attract new customers and retain existing customers. Okay. So build a strong partnership with customers and establish yourself as the expert for all their technical questions and support needs. So usually any semiconductor company will need an application engineer, whether it is Marvell, AMD, Samsung, everybody will have an application engineering role. The prerequisites are understanding about the technology at high level, not necessarily you go deep down. Second, you need to have a good communication skill, meaning you should be very vocal in meetings. You should start arranging meetings with customer. You will get a lot of opportunities to travel around the globe. Okay. So I happen to be an application engineering for most of my life with Intel, and I got multiple opportunities to travel widely. Okay, because of the application engineering role, I was able to travel to the US region. I was able to travel to Israel, Korea, China, Japan, Taiwan. Very nice, very good experience meeting so many customers. If I was in a design role, never would I have got an opportunity to travel so widely, because usually it happens in Bangalore and very rarely you need to travel. You're always heads down and just working. So somebody who's very interested in communication skill, communicating to customers, meeting new people, you're good in writing. Also, if you see over here, he's saying, innovate and execute initiatives to address customer reported issues and prevent future errata. Write technical product documentation. See, any semiconductor product will have some bugs. So that has to be documented as an errata. Okay, and write technical product documentation to assist our customers with the use of our IP. Or it's also called as technical reference manual. So it means what? You should be good in Microsoft Word, or the other skill set is the Adobe, there's one frame maker. So you need to know that. Then it's saying release notes. You need to release the application notes. So if you're good in documentation, this is a job which you can do. Okay. And here you see they have asked various qualifications that you should be knowledgeable about Unix, Verilog, Python scripting. Presentation and communication skills is a must. Excellent presentation and communication skills. So whatever you're doing now as part of your training, you will definitely get an application engineering job without any effort if you continuously put your time into completing your foundation course. And if you see over here, he's saying strong cross-site teamwork skills along with the ability to work independently, excellent analytical debug skills and ability to proactively and independently solve issues. Very, very important. Sometimes you'll get a customer issue, you don't know whether it's a hardware, software, firmware, whatever issues. So you'll have to work with various ingredient teams, call them for a meeting and ask their opinion. Do they feel it's a hardware issue? You should ask, the hardware guy should ask some queries to the software guy to tell that it's not a hardware issue. So it's a very interesting field if you love interacting with multiple people. Okay. And they've also told about the business group. So this is one example. In a similar fashion, Aptamitra has received a request from Release IQ, which we will hear at a high level. So just for you to understand, see, application and technical support engineer, it is called as. So in your resume, if somebody is supporting the Release IQ, we have assigned 3 people. Even if others are interested, they can start supporting that product, that you can put it in your resume. And particularly in I would say in Tektronix and all, you will definitely have an application engineer. Needless to say, you can search on LinkedIn. There are no jobs currently because of the slowdown, I would suppose. Application engineer, I remember, seeing for Marble. Off late, I think they have removed all the requests because of the slowdown happening. I don't see much jobs, but there were at least 10,000 jobs last year. I was checking, okay, how many jobs are there. So if you just check for application engineering, as of now, I see in Siemens. See, it's also saying your profile matches this job, meaning my profile matches the job. It's what they're saying. And this is some other company, Percept, they're saying, and you see there's some application engineering for embedded systems, dailycat.com, so many are there. So Fujitsu, technical support engineer. So if you put that you were a technical support engineer for Release IQ, you will definitely end up getting a job easily in one of these semiconductor companies. And eventually you can express your interest of being in your core domain and you can get over there. Okay, so there are a lot of, it's usually called as application engineering or technical marketing engineering, or each of the companies call them differently. Okay, so I am saying that most of the semiconductor companies have stopped hiring for application engineering is what I'm seeing as a difference. Okay, for example, Arrow Electronics over here, you can see. Arrow Electronics is also the same. Okay, provide technical documentation, identify the right solution to meet business, then strong analytical and technical skills, monitor error alerts, resolve system related issues. So all these are being told. Okay, so think about it. If you are interested, let me know. Anyway, I am training you accordingly such that your profile suits any of the jobs, whether it is hardware technician, validation engineer, debug engineer, or application support engineer. Okay. Any questions on this?
No, sir. No, sir.
There's absolutely no question. But if you are good at customer, or rather communication skills and presentation skills, application engineering is something you can always look forward to. Okay. And now I would like Anupji, Ankurji and Ketkiji to give a brief overview about the Release IQ support that they are doing. Go ahead, Anupji.
Yes, Anjeshji. So before giving the overview of Release IQ, first I want to talk about the models that we are using for delivering solutions into our company. The most popular one are waterfall model and followed by agile model. So now I'd like to give information about the waterfall model. The waterfall model is a traditional approach of software development. In waterfall models, development happens in a step-by-step manner. The first step will be a requirement analysis where programmer accept the client requests and analyze it. So then the programmer come up with a project plan and design architecture according to that. After that, programmer code the application as per the project plan, which is called as a development cycle. Then the testing happens, so it will go to the maintenance stage. So in this model it may go for months or years. Hence the disadvantage involved in this waterfall model is new requirement. If any new requirement comes from clients, then we need to restart the development cycle. So following by agile model, the programmer creates a prototype to understand the client requirement. Then client provides the feedback and lists the list of changes to be made. So typically when we are actually going through this process, we are looking at the engagement cycle being about 2 weeks. So it's much faster than the traditional waterfall model. Here in the entire process of building software, So it's broken down into small actionable blocks called sprint. So typically this sprint will go for 2 weeks. So some it may run for every week also. So even in this model also there is some disadvantages. So like if a product get tested only on developer computer and it won't get tested on product computer, so this developer and operator team will work in silos and there is no much interaction between them, hence the product can deliver on time. So this how the DevOps come into existence. So it's nothing but the developer and operator works together for successful continuous delivery. So DevOps is an evolution from agile model of software development. So here in development will submit the application to the operation team for implementation. The operation team will monitor those application and provide relevant feedback to the developer. For this we are using different DevOps tools like Jenkins, Bamboo and GitHub, etc. So in DevOps there will be a continuous integration and deployment. Hence the advantages of DevOps are the time taken to create and deliver software is reduced and the complexity of maintaining the application is reduced. Hence there is an improved collaboration between the development and operation team. So as the continuous integration and delivery ensures faster time to market. So this Release IQ is a DevOps platform where different tool will be there which is related to development or operation team in which they can perform their task. In here there is a good observability for everyone included in the particular product development. Thank you.
Very good, Anandji.
Yeah, now it's your turn. Go on, Anandji.
Yeah, so basically I can put this as a simple way, like suppose we have a requirement. Okay, I'm a customer and you are a company. Okay, and if you are following like a monthly or yearly based protocol of getting the requirements and uh, producing the product, and in between if I come with my difficulties that okay, I want this upgradation in this product, so how will you be able to tackle that? It will be very, very difficult, right? So that is what is simply called as what we say as a water flow model, which customer is like gives a specific set of requirements, and then if the engineers team give him the brief overview of the design, and then when they start processing on the work. So in between, if the uh, customer comes in between and asks for an upgradation or change in the design, then they have to reiterate the whole procedure. So that is what is the main drawback of water flow model. And secondly, if we talk about uh, agile model, it, the every step of the development of that product goes hand in hand with customer and the designer. So customer and the designer is always in touch with the you know uh, the product development. So every they call it a sprint. So every like week they will discuss on the they will release the patches or the upgradation or the change in the requirements. Whatever best suits, they will make their workflow in that way possible. So time and effort is greatly reduced in this method. So customer and uh, the designer both are uh, what you say, they are both communicating at every step or at every stage, you can say, of the product. So any in between changes come, so it will be very, very easy to tackle for the designers and the customers as well. So both the ends it becomes easy. And regarding DevOps is like, so development is like something that products we develop first, and ops means when the product is in the market, we know about that, what you say, uh, the bugs related to that product, or so we can get the feedback, and we can, once the product is deployed in the live system, so any changes or any improvements, uh, basically that is what a DevOps engineers does, because they will be in constant synchronization with the development and the operations team. So they are a mixture of, you can say, as a hybrid concept. So that is what, as far as my knowledge is there, I have understood. And Release IQ is a platform wherein this procedure is whole automated. So the whole team, because if you have to go to for a design change, like if you have to go for to look at the what do you say, uh, what is the progress of the product, and in what phase it is. So all the data, it is very difficult to gather from the different teams which are involved in the product design. So this tool, basically Release IQ, it automates the whole process so that everybody can sync up with each other, just like we are syncing up right now in the meeting. So it's like that flow we get, the continuity, and everybody is on the same page. So that is the biggest advantage of this product, and many companies have been following this now lately, and it's been targeted to the Indian semiconductor companies now lately. So we will be working, to hand in hand with them for support and assistance on this tool. So that is all from my side. Hope you have understood, or if you have any questions.
It's a good start, Ankurji. This is the best that I can expect
Right, sir.
from a starter tech support group. I really appreciate you and Anupji for giving that overview. But I think the logins have been created as of now, right?
Right, sir.
Yes, yes.
Logins have been created, and what's the next step expected?
So they are planning to conduct a demo session for us.
Yes.
So
When is this?
no, they haven't informed anything about the. I even put a reply. So I will
Yeah, yeah. We have to be persistent on that so that even they know that we are very eager. And this experience you should definitely put in your profile. Okay, it applies to any domain that you are. You have the skills of support, meaning you're good at communication, you're good at presentation. That will be highlighted over there. In place of a blank resume, this adds a lot of value, and I would say we should thank Release IQ for giving this opportunity. So over to Ketki.
Yes, sir. As Anupji and Ankurji gave a brief description of what exactly the release IQ is, I can only explain it in short way that it is a artificial intelligence powered software. It is basically a software. It will arrange the tools which are used for development, testing, and maintenance via pipelining, and also make it observable and give better insights for future productivity over end-to-end projects. Like we have to sync. There are so many teams while doing a project, so synchronization is very important. So there must be synchronization between developer team, testing team, and maintenance team. So this is a software. It is a software tool. It maintains a synchronization between all the teams, and it will give us what exact is the process is going, and on which step the team is working right now. Like the update it gives.
Very
Thank
nice,
you.
very nice. That's a good way to start your understanding of it. So we should show a lot of proactiveness with Siddhanaji, and in fact, he was a senior validation manager in Intel. I think he has worked more than 15 years, and he's a respectable personality in Intel, and now that he has started his own company, he will always be interacting with Intel or Qualcomm or Texas Instruments people to deploy his product. And in the process, he has given the responsibility to Optomitra to see if we can bring in more business, given that we are associated with so many partners such as HCL or Arisent or Infosys and Wipro, so that we give business to them, and in turn revenue comes to Optomitra, which we can share with our team members. That's the idea. Okay, and this has come to us. I didn't go in search of it. It came to us. It came to me.
Right, sir.
So having said that, I see a lot of positivity in this engagement, and we should show proactiveness in following up when we can get this. I see Anupji is already following it up. That's okay. So if there can be a presentation on this, Anupji, maybe after the demo, it should help us as a team. Ideally, with the support that we give, I see that they may say, hey, we will make Optomitra as a default supporting partner for our product.
Yeah, sure. So after once the demo happens, I will make a PPT on that, and I will try to deliver as much as knowledge.
Yeah, I believe Ankurji has made a presentation on DevOps.
Right, sir.
In tomorrow's meeting, we will have a session from Ankurji on overview of DevOps, which is very, very essential for any corporate, whether hardware, software. You should know what is DevOps. This is a new domain altogether, which has started, I would say, somewhere between 14 and 15. Okay, it has replaced Agile. So how the development happens, you may not even be aware of it. You may just be thinking, hey, give me some design, I'll start working on it. It is not like that. It can take a lot of time. So how to minimize the time, how to improve productivity, there are various processes and tools and methodologies that have been introduced in the corporates. That's going to be the overview of our tomorrow's session. Okay. I hope your time was well spent, this 30 minutes. I would like to thank you all for joining. If you have any questions, please ask me.
No, sir.
No, sir.